back to the YouTube channel Pro Enzo Vids, and tonight's video is based on a Blues debutant, and it's a real shock, and it's shocked the state, and I think it shocked many of the Blues fans and fans in general, including myself. And yeah, it's an interesting move because I think Blues have got a lot of good options out there, and I think there's a lot of players that have, you know, showcased why they're, I guess, Origin ready and while they are deserving to be in that arena. But the player I'm talking about is, you know, one that has been pretty good the last couple of weeks. It seems like his trip to Bali has done him some wonders, it feels like. But overall, he's a solid player, and I think he's very young with a lot of potential and a lot of promise to go. And that's Bradman Best. So Bradman Best, the Newcastle Knights centre, has made a shock. You know, he's made a shock appearance to that Blues team because, you know, you'd think that maybe players like Ruben Garrick or Jesse Ramey, Tony Staggs, Isaac Tago, if he's eligible, and all these other players would jump, or Matt Burton would jump in the centres and probably take that spot of Tom Trbojevic, who's, you know, injured unfortunately yet again. But but Bradman Best, and yeah, that's a really interesting call because Best, you know, while he has had a good couple of weeks, he hasn't been, I guess, the best or top 5 centre this year, in my opinion. Whereas you look at Staggs, and obviously he's played Origin before, and it wasn't the best game, but I think you go with him on form, or Ruben Garrick, who's been great on form as well. But yeah, Brad Fittler has decided to go with Bradman Best, and it's a really interesting one because I do think that Freddie has been making some weird selections, but maybe some potentially good selections as well. But this is one I think the jury is still out on because he's a debutant, Bradman Best, and he's still very young. But in saying that, he has played for the under 18s or 19s, whatever it's called, Blues reserve grade, Blues junior side, sorry, in the past, and that was back in 2019. So, you know, he's obviously done well to make that achievement, but now he's actually playing State of Origin for the Blues, and that's pretty proud if you ask me, obviously, but just depends if he's ready or not. And yeah, that's what this video is about, whether he is ready for the Origin arena or not. And you know, he has come out and said just recently that he, you know, when he went to school, he obviously would find that Queenslander, that like the odd one out, and would often want to have a fight with them, or that was how it worked. Pick them out, pick the Queenslanders out, and have a scuffle with them. I mean, you could say that. Definitely, that's good passion. I really am, you know, excited to see him say that. But it doesn't really mean much if you lose on the night, and you know, even yourself doesn't have a great performance. You know, but depends how the game goes, I guess. But you know, you can talk now, but you got to show what's worth in the field, if you get what I mean. But I like the passion Bradman Best has shown there. That's really good passion, in my opinion, and that's what you need in Origin. And you care for the state, unlike some players. But, you know, he cares about the state, obviously, and that's a good start. But, yeah, it's just very interesting, I feel like, because I think chucking someone like Bestie, who's never played, you know, real State of Origin before, and ends up against guys like, you know, Walsh, who's been, oh, actually, no, Walsh was out, sorry, so Brisbane's playing fullback. But, I mean, guys like Hamiso, Cobbo, Cherry Evans, and all the rest, you know, these players have been playing Origin for ages, and you know, and the way Queensland have been as a club, as a state, they've just been going forward and have looked strong ever since. So I think the real risk throwing in someone like Best, who hasn't played before, expecting so much from him in like a dead rubber game, to be honest, because that's how I see it. But not everyone else may, but that's how I see it, just a dead rubber game. And the goal for the Blues is to try and avoid a clean sweep, but I don't know, we'll see what happens. But yeah, look, Best obviously is a great young talent, but I guess, you know, it's tough to tell if he's ready or not. I reckon he is. Personally, I reckon he is, because I think he's a big enough body to showcase his skill and potential. And you know what? Bradman Best really does remind me of Josh Dugan. Like, they're very similar, I feel like, even Dugan. Not really injury-wise, even though Bradman Best has had some injuries, a lot of injuries at a young age, but I think just the way they look, you know, very similar in terms of body type and just the way they play, very strong and powerful ball runners. And yeah, no, Best is very similar to Josh Dugan, and Josh Dugan played Origin too for the Blues, funnily enough. So yeah, look, maybe Best, if he has a good game in Game 3, he'll get a look in next year. I don't know if Freddie will be the coach though, but hopefully whoever is making the selections does have a look at Bradman best if he kills it in Game 3 next Wednesday. I guess if he doesn't and doesn't have a big game, like a quiet game, then, you know, maybe that, look, he's not gone forever, obviously, but maybe don't consider him, you consider others in front of him. But no, look, I think he'll be ready for it. I think he's ready for Origin, and you know, I wasn't too sure about it at first when I first saw him named there, but I was, you know, like, over time, I was like, you know what, maybe he's ready, because he's already shown he's a good player at Newcastle, and he's already shown that he is a really tough player to stop and a powerful ball runner on his day. So maybe it's time for him to get it right and play Origin. But I guess his defense can be a bit of a work in progress sort of thing. But I think, you know, as for Bradman Best being an Origin player, I think he's ready to take that next step in his career and play for the Blues and hopefully get a good result next Wednesday. But anyway, that's my thoughts on Bradman Best being selected for the Blues and whether he's ready or not. I reckon he is, and I hope he kills it next Wednesday. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, as well as liking this video, subscribing to the YouTube channel, and yeah, hopefully the Blues win next Wednesday, but we'll see what happens. But thanks for watching. See you in another video.